I know.
Whoo,
Very, very long time.
girl. I'm doing good. How are you? How's the baby?
He's alright. He's sleeping right now.
Man,
Yeah, long day today.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you left to have your child.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so glad. Like, I'm so,
Mhm.
so, so glad. Like, that's all I could think about was, bro, you have no idea. Like, hmm,
Girl, I'm glad you left too.
I
When
can't.
I found out you left, I was like, what?
I can't deal, bro. I can't deal with it.
Yeah.
I can't. I can't. It was so like the last conversation that I remember that you had was when we was in Panama, and you was calling to talk with Pice, but Nature Boy was like controlling the whole conversation, and you
Yeah.
couldn't really get to talk with him and stuff like that. But this is for everybody out there. This woman right here who's on my panel is a woman who was in carbonation with me, who was with one of the other guys in carbonation, and she had a baby for him. And I just want y'all to know that as a woman, if you're out there who is turn into carbonation, turn on to carbonation, watching carbonation, studying carbonation, deciding to go at any point in time, don't go, because you will potentially get pregnant and you will not get any medical attention. You will not get any type of you won't be fed properly. You'll be malnutrition.
Facts.
You won't get prenatal vitamins. You'll be
Mhm.
miserable, and you'll be forced
Mhm.
to proclaim a demonic kingdom. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? This is what he expects us to do in the environment. Then on top of that, as a woman, even though you're with another man, he's still gonna want you to be with him.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Period.
Yo, you remember when I was talking about solar, I think. And we had that little meeting outside in the back in Mexico.
Let me remember.
I think we just came back from
Yeah, we were
Cancun.
sitting on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he just kept asking me, "You don't think I'm cute? You're not attracted to me or whatever?"
yeah.
That was the first time I noticed that he be manipulating things. Like,
He does that to
cause
every woman. Nature Boy, we were
yeah.
sitting at a table one day. For all the people that don't know, we were sitting at a table one day. Like, okay, so if a woman comes there to be with another man in carbonation, Nature Boy will have a meeting with y'all too, just to see where y'all head at, to see how he's gonna reel the woman closer to him. You
Uh-huh.
know, so we had a meeting with Price at the time and Kashae, when they were together before she got pregnant. This was when we was in Mexico, and like he just kept like the whole conversation was about sex, number one, which
Uh-huh.
is a red flag, and only thing he kept asking her was like, do you don't find me attractive? And he like asked it more than one time in
Yeah.
different occasions, just to see if her answer will change. And I was
Uh-huh.
sitting there while he doing that. I was sitting there thinking in my head, like, why you keep asking this girl if you attractive? Like, her nigga sitting right there. Like, leave them alone. Like, let them be together. Like, why you always
Right.
with every woman?
That's why I kept looking at you. I was like, is this normal? Like, what's going on? Like,
Yo, I'm telling you, he's atrocious. Like, he just have sex with any and everything. It doesn't even matter. Like, yes, super thirsty, thirsty at his finest. Thirsty,
mhm.
thirsty, thirsty. Shit. Was there, Kashae, I have a question for you. Was there
Yeah.
anything that you,
Cachet.
Kashae,
Like,
Kashae,
cachet.
Kashae,
Yeah, cachet. Yeah.
Kashae, have you, did you see anything that I went through personally with Nature Boy that disturbed you in any kind of way when you were in carbonate?
Yes. Yes. When I had baby Ellie, and I called you on the monitor, I'm like, she's crying. Can I bring her? He was like, yeah. When I came up there, when I was coming up the stairs in Mexico, like
Mm.
you came out the door and he like smacked you across your head. I was like, oh shit. I'm like, you want me to bring her? He was like, bring her, bring her. And in a way, I didn't want to, but I feel like she was like your safe haven. Like if you had her, he wouldn't like put
You,
his hands on you or whatever.
yeah.
So I was like, all right, let me give her to you. But that That was kind of scary.
I don't remember what happened in that moment. I think we were arguing about him sleeping with another woman or something. Or me not wanting to sleep with him because he just had slept with another woman or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Calm down, Ellie. Calm down.
In Agua Azul, that was weird too. When and I understood what you was going through, but it's like in that area, like everybody's so close, and like when you think quote unquote off the frequency, like it's kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but when you think certain things like, this shit is wrong or whatever, and you start thinking about it, other people around you in the back of your like subconscious, like if you think like that is wrong, you're gonna go to hell if you want to leave or whatever the case may be. So it's like when shit like that is going on, I understand how everybody's like in robot mode,
Yeah.
because he trained everybody to be like that.
Yeah, he groomed everybody to be like that.
Yeah, so when a situation comes up like that, everybody's just sitting there like, he's I don't know what they think he is, but
How
yeah.
do you feel about Pice? You do
Um,
answer that question if you don't want to. I'm curious.
at first I really liked him, when I first came there. Then I noticed like after a while, I don't know, like I always tell him this, but I just felt like he was like a robot.
Mm,
It was just like I don't know how to explain it. It's a feeling thing. Like I have a lot of water, so I can't really intellectualize most of my feelings, but I could feel shit. You know what I'm saying?
mhm,
You too. Like I remember when we was in what you call it? I think Nicaragua or something like that.
mhm.
And we sat down and we had a meeting, and you was basically telling me like I don't know, we was just talking. You whatever, and I started crying. I don't know if you remember that moment, but like I felt super connected to you,
A lot
and
of
I could feel like your intuitiveness.
a lot of people have questions around like what type of role did I play to the other women in carbonation. Like a lot of people ask questions like was I mean to y'all? Did I do fucked up shit to y'all? Like shit like that. And it's funny that no one talks about my presence in carbonation. That is the weirdest shit ever. Like I don't know, like people who were in carbonation who like left and
Hmm.
who had an experience with me, like they never said anything about my character. Like the only thing that has ever been said about me is the shit that Nature Boy is trying to say that I am. You know?
Like what?
Well, he put revenge porn out of me multiple times, trying to make it seem like I'm a whore. Like I
Hmm.
just sleep with all different kind of men, and I'm just a whore, pretty much. Because he's afraid that I'm gonna have sex with somebody else, so he has to diminish me in any kind of way he can. You know, he'll say that. Of course, he says that I'm a demon. You know how that goes. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just trying to make it seem like I'm just like an unfit human. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
I mean, of course he has to do that. He has to make himself look good, because if you come out here and talk about how you used to get abused and stuff like that and shed light on a lot of stuff that was going on over there, of course he's gonna like, make you look bad. He's not gonna not say, you know,
yeah, the good stuff
but
I actually did. I don't personally feel like I did anything to the other women. I was actually trying to stay away from y'all because I didn't ever want to hurt your feelings. You know what I'm saying? Or like, remember that
mhm,
time we was in Mexico? You had on that yellow gown, that yellow little
mhm,
thing, and Nature Boy was like, he had a meeting with us and was like, he thought you was sexy and stuff like that. Remember my
yeah,
energy in that meeting? I was like
mhm,
totally against it. I was like, no, don't be with her. Like, I don't want you to be with her. Like, that's his girl. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
um, I was all like, I was always against hurting y'all. You know what I'm saying? So
mhm,
every chance I got, I was like, just trying to always stay away, like to the point where even when Malia came into the situation, you know, I would say that I don't want to be in a relationship. Like I literally said that to most of the women's faces. I like I don't want to be in a relationship with you. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't ever want to agree to that shit, and then you know what I'm saying, be like
Right.
hurting people because I don't hurt people. That's not what I do. So,
Mhm.
you know, at that point, Nature Boy just forced me to be in a polygamous relationship because that's what he wanted to do. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But I don't feel like I never consciously or premeditatively hurt anyone in carbonation. If anything, I was trying to stop Nature Boy from doing what he was doing to everybody in
Yeah. I
carbonation.
seen that. I seen that. I seen a lot of that. And I think I was the only one that recognized it. But like I said, it's like you have to suppress those feelings because he always say you gotta be based off objectivity or whatever, blah 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 bullshit. But it's like and us women too, like we're super intuitive, so it's like when we can't put what we're feeling into words, it's hard, you know what I'm saying? And it's like I understood everything that you was going through, like when you was lashing out and doing all that stuff, I was like, she's right, like it makes sense,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And then he would sit down and have long ass meetings and stuff like that, but you were super sweet and you did kind of, you wasn't really around us like that or
Well, because
whatever,
he
but
always kept me away. He always kept
yeah,
me away because he didn't want me to be an influence for real to anybody in combination because he
yeah.
influence, and he knew that my
Mm-hmm.
influence would revert y'all from his way of life,
Yeah,
and so
yeah,
he had to have
yeah,
control over that at any means necessary, by any means necessary.
yeah. I think if we really came together more than we did, we would have been super powerful and that shit would have been
Of
turned around
course. But
all the way
we
around.
couldn't do that. We couldn't come together, you know, as a group of women if he was playing all of us against each other.
And he was always there. He always came around and like watching over us and stuff like
That's
that. It
just
was super weird.
super weird.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Every
yeah,
time we got together, you know, it was either something I orchestrated because I wanted to keep pushing us to be productive, but that shit
hmm
got tiring after a while because
yeah,
if I'm gonna be putting my energy into something and I don't see my energy coming back,
hmm
I'm not doing anything. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And with him, it's just I lost my whole train of thought just now. I got so many thoughts in my head right now.
yeah. Me too.
Because it's just so many things that happened that I forgot about. Like I forgot about
hmm
some of the things that happened to me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because
I
I was
know.
deep in the mental fog of trying to figure this shit
Yeah.
out. You know?
hmm And when you come out, it's like, oh shit, who the fuck was that? What the fuck did I? It started coming out and it started like unraveling. You're like, what? I can't believe that was me.
Yeah.
Like it feels super weird. You get angry, you get sad, you get frustrated. You're like, what the fuck? How did I manifest such a situation? And you just go through all these emotions. So I see you going through it. I've been there, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I hope that we come together more. One day I'll
Yeah.
definitely like to come see you, visit you. I don't know if you back at home, but you know, I don't want you to put your personal business and shit out online, but I'm definitely down for whatever.
Yeah. We could talk about that.
For
I'm
sure.
gonna inbox you, but we could talk about that.
I appreciate it. And I'm glad that you're doing good. A lot of things that, you know, like what people don't realize is that, yeah, like we went to carbonation and stuff like that. But we had babies by these men. And these men,
Mm-hmm.
they don't care about their children. We didn't go into the situation knowing that the father of our child was going to be neglectful. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So we are in situations now where we're faced with the music of our decisions, yes, but it's also disheartening and discouraging because at one point in time we did feel love for these men.